Hi, I'm Santhosh, Manager Oracle Alliance and Relationships at Atlas Systems. Um, I'm here to give you a quick overview of what, according to Atlas Systems, is a database upgrade as a project. For us, it's not just moving from one version to another. Even for the customers, they never look at it as a project where they would like to move from one version to another, and that's not the goal. It's an opportunity to re-architect and address the future needs. What would you know customers would like to have for next 3 to 5 years is something which we would like to forecast, see, and get those things aligned in such a way that customers' performance and manageability of that particular environment is going to be seamless for the next 3 years or maybe 5 years. What we do out here is eliminate those inefficient processes, tools, and technologies, and try to see how we could reshuffle the entire system in such a way that it addresses all the challenges and needs for the future. Also help understand how to save costs and take advantage of things that makes more sense. Uh, Maybe cloud, or probably in a new hardware, or an engineered system, or probably remove some of the things which does not make sense. Those are things which we do. And as part of that, uh, we come up with a project plan and execution. We try to help the customer from licensing best practices and also license cost negotiation best practices. Because while we decide about a project, we also think about how to procure the licenses, how to stay compliant, what are the new things which we have to do, and how to procure those licenses in a cost-effective manner, and what are those licenses that we have to procure. So those are some of the questions which also comes into picture while they decide about a project. So we have been doing a couple of other presentations for our customers, and I'll just give you a quick overview of how that could be incorporated for a database upgrade project. So licensing best practices, you could think about how and what kind of licenses you could procure, which is necessary, what are the additional tools and technology that would make sense, and what is the shuffle that I do in my environment from hardware perspective, which would require new licenses, and is there a golden gate which is necessary? Is there an ODA box which has to be deployed? So there are a lot of other questions which could be answered as part of the licensing best practices, and how to stay compliant is the most important thing. And that's where a lot of customers do miss out and pay a heavy price to get rid of their non-compliance issues. And second thing is license cost negotiation best practices. While you've decided that you have to go with specific set of licenses, how to get the best price for that from Oracle. Every customers I used to hear that they feel that 35% discount is a great thing, but we have come up with a specific methodology which will help customers to get the maximum discount for their specific procurement. And we have seen a difference of 10 to 15% more discounts being given while they adopt our methodology. So we could also go over that while we are, looking at your project plan and execution. So some of the proactive measures that most of the customers do look at are, what are the tools that they can deploy? Decide on which tool is appropriate for their business. While we, propose, we do not specifically say that, yes, this is the product you have to go with. We also say that probably this is a product which will not be a fit for you. One of the financial services company based out of California, we said ODA is not a fit for their environment. We also have a case study where I'll talk about where we said to a customer that Golden Gate is not a fit for their database upgrade project. So you can be rest assured that while we analyze and assess your requirements and priorities, we would give you the right suggestions. And but yes, definitely those things are some of the proactive things that you could definitely look at by looking at various different parameters such as downtime. So downtime is a great factor when it comes while you decide about having rack or golden gate, and how seamless your database upgrade should be is a point where you have to decide about whether to invest on rack or real application testing or not. That's a great product, but still that should be a thoughtful decision which has to be made whether to invest on that technology or not. Again, ODA is just like every customer to think about ODA, but when it actually makes real sense for a customer is something which we have to assess and decide. So there is a 20-point questionnaire which we have prepared, based on which we assess exactly whether ODA is fit for a customer or not, whether the customer would make most sense out of most advantage out of ODA is something which we go through meticulously and help them with the decision through the process. And the other thing which the customer would like to do is change their operating system from Red Hat Linux to Oracle Linux. This is something which is evident throughout, and definitely we can help you with that too, because one of the customer told me that, I'm moving from Red Hat to Oracle just for the SR purpose, because when I go to Oracle with a service request for my database environment, they point it's a Red Hat problem. But while I move to Oracle Linux, because Linux is going to be one and the same, be it Red Hat or Oracle. So for my database environment, I use Oracle Linux because I can route all my SRs to Oracle and get done with it. That's much more seamless. So we can definitely look at that as well, based on your priorities. So data growth, how much are you going to grow? Kind of resource bandwidth. For the data growth that you're looking at, what kind of resource that you have to support the database system, and how critical is your application? What's the window that it can afford in terms of downtime? Which is 3 hours, 4 hours. Some of the customers have 2 days, which is the weekend. Some of the customers do it overnight, like 9 a.m. to morning, say 6 a.m. before the system gets up and running. So for each and every customer, the scenario, the methodology changes. Some of the customers will have real application clusters. Some of the customers do not have real application clusters, or they would have a DR. They would not have a DR or standby system to fail over. So based on the kind of architecture that you are having and you are trying to plan to have, we would tweak the process and help you with the way that you could go ahead to get your database upgrade to be much more seamless. So here's a case study where we help the customer save from licensing standpoint, gave them a project plan which is specific to their need and priorities, and also help them with license cost negotiation methodology, which added another 10% discount for their Oracle license purchase for their database upgrade project, and also provided tools and suggestions in terms of tools and technology that they can adopt for their future IT growth they are forecasting. This was possible only by doing a one-on-one session with them, help them understand through the 30-point questionnaire which we have for database upgrade in specific, and we went through that and help the customer to save cost from database upgrade project plan standpoint, which includes project plan, license cost negotiation, and licensing best practices put together as a package, and that's complimentary too. So if you have any questions, we would like to take that out right now and hear from you. Even if there's any feedback or suggestions, please do feel free to let us know. And here's my email ID. I'm the Oracle point of contact for Atlas Systems. Anything that you would like to have, feel free to reach out to me, and I can definitely help you with a one-on-one session with Jim, myself. We can help you understand based on your priorities what's good for you and your environment and how you could take it forward. Thank you. Questions? Looking forward to hear for that.